Badlands. Explain those Badlands. That's a hell of a name.
Video.
The day's journey back home, and you open the bag and you're like, this is a cat. That cat's having a bad day. They're like, what the f-?
She pitches all the way across, like from the
way in Harlem.
Yeah, here's something to be like, have you seen this?
You're muted.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Alpha's Make Sandwiches. It's another Monday. It's October now.
It's October.
This
I'm
year,
feeling fallish.
Yep.
I am feeling fallish too. I made pumpkin. Well, so it was supposed to be muffins, with like the cream cheese in the middle. You know, the pumpkin muffin.
Yeah.
Cream cheese in the middle. And I couldn't find my muffin tins. Literally just disappeared. No idea. And so I made it into a cake and then put like the filling in the middle and then put a top layer of batter on the cake because you're supposed to bake the filling in them. I thought you would pipe it in after, but no. It turned out pretty good. It was really, really heavy cake, but turned out pretty good.
That's awesome. Just
We're allowed
it
to have
in
heavy things for fall, right? We're allowed to have like the cream cheese frosting and the pumpkin spice, everything. It's the best part
Love
of
it.
It's like somebody must have told you you can't have that. Who was it?
right?
So how are you guys doing? I missed you last week.
Yes, we missed you.
Yes, we missed you.
People learned a lot
being
less.
terrified.
There
I
was
went to
pranks
dentist last week.
We learned some pranks, and I still didn't do that prank on Brad yet. With the flour and the milk in the
pranks.
Oh yeah, the bowl.
yeah. You should go back and watch it. Get some chicks chips.
We got all sorts of tricks up our sleeve.
Well, today's show is sponsored by Native Path. I have my Native Path. Well, I have my coffee with my Native Path collagen in it in my Native Path cup, my mug, and I love my Native Path. I can't really tell. Excellent mug, nice, solid construction, and what's inside is even better.
Are you ready to move easily and independently without pain or stiffness holding you back? Do you want to look in the mirror and see a plump, hydrated glow instead of more fine lines and wrinkles? Discover Native Path Collagen, made with only type 1 and 3 collagen fibers, the two most important type that make up to 90% of the collagen in your body. Found in your cartilage, bones, skin, hair, nails, and gut, type 1 and 3 provide maximum benefits without the need for unnecessary fillers. Native Path Collagen is a single ingredient formula with no fillers, additives, or artificial sweeteners. Plus, it's third-party tested for heavy metals, ensuring purity and safety. Completely flavorless, Native Path Collagen can be added to anything. Coffee, smoothies, oatmeal, you name it. Its peptide formula makes it more bioavailable, meaning it absorbs more easily and mixes perfectly without clumping. And the best part? Native Path offers amazing bundle deals. You can get 3 to 6 packs at a fraction of the price of our other brands. Join their private Facebook community to share success stories, recipes, and support each other on this journey called life. Visit getnativepath.com/badlands and start your transformation today. That's getnativepath.com patreon.com/badlands.
Good
Well,
stuff. My nails are growing like they've never grown before.
I do need
my
that,
hair
by the
green.
way.
100% attribute that to native path collagen.
Oh yeah. I say it every time, but the way it dissolves is just top tier. So good.
It's clump free.
No clump. None of that sludge at the end or the sand. It's
Sludge.
Worse.
That is so bad because like you're like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm being healthy, whatever, and then you get to the end and you're like, I have sand in my mouth now. You do not have to
native path.
Oh, definitely not.
Fantastic. I just all of Christy's pictures just came in.
I'm like mid downloading.
You got them?
Right
Okay.
now. I'm
They're
mid.
amazing.
I have to
You
do
guys are
individuals,
in for a
but
treat.
I'm going
I've
for
had
it.
so many hair colors. I'm not sure how my hair hasn't all fallen out, but I attribute that to my great hairstylist. So, but that's
Pretty sure that picture
is
that picture of you and the one of you and Brian
at Mar-a-Lago.
Is it in the he's wearing ball cap? I think it's Arizona.
Yes, that's when
Yeah.
I met you. I put that
That's
in
the
there
day we
just for
met.
you. I feel like we're putting the cart before the horse. The people don't know what we're talking about.
I know. It's foreshadowing.
Teasers.
Foreshadowing the stuff to come. Well, why don't we get into our pose of the week?
It's me every time.
So last week we decided to go for some facial expressions. And I don't know if we have last week's video, but I can pull it up if we don't.
I'm opening these things.
Jackie, are you wearing a burrito blanket?
I am.
I love the burrito blanket.
I don't
I
think
was wondering, you were looking a little
last.
homeless.
Yeah,
A little homeless.
Yeah.
it's literally like wrapped myself in a burrito.
She's gonna stand up and start pushing her shopping cart.
Oh yes.
Toppings for the poor.
This is how I like often been sitting at this desk is wrapped in a burrito blanket. So I figured why not just
Is
show
it getting
up as I
cold
am.
where you are?
Sort of. It looks like it could be cold, but when you step outside, it's still in the 70s, but it's been rainy and kind of gloomy. So I'm embracing the fall vibes without it actually being that cold.
Nice. I love it.
We don't have your video, so you
Okay. I'll share.
Don't do that.
I'm trying to download all these. I realize we have a limit.
I'll just screen share it. And then just.
Can you screen share it?
No, I will.
That would be perfect.
Let me test it, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay, Jackie, I'll pull it
Yep.
up.
There you go. All right. So here we go.
To do on group photos when they're like, let's take a silly pic. Here are 3 ideas, or maybe 4 or 5 or 6. I don't know. First tip: think attitude, lips, brows, hand, pose. And another, like, do we really have to take this? Next, try to act shocked, like, oh, or maybe more along the lines of appalled, like, goodness gracious, or maybe more along the lines of still appalled, but like, oh my goodness. And then you can try acting skeptical, like, right, or maybe something more like, okay, sure. So let's review. When you're taking group photos, you can try giving attitude. You can try acting shocked and appalled, or you can try acting skeptical. Follow for more posing tips.
I love her.
I know, right?
Do we
She's a
need
lot of
to
fun.
show Ashe a shortened version of the asking all them questions video? Because I feel like she missed that. We don't have to go through the whole thing, but it's like a top tier Vine from like 2000.
See, and now that I watched that from last time, with
That's
that,
right.
it makes so much sense. Yeah.
You have to show me now.
Right.
I feel
Yes.
left out.
But we don't have to do the whole video. We didn't realize it was so long. We were watching it for 2 minutes. Like, what are we doing?
How long is it? Only 2 minutes? Or is
It's like 4 minutes. So we'll watch like a minute of it. You just need like the first chorus to really understand what's going on.
Yes. Here we go.
All right, ready? Here we go.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm gonna help them understand what you're saying. Basically, this how the girl be. Where? Who? You been where? Where who? For real. Oh, really? That's how you feel. And the guys be like, asking all them questions. Asking all them questions. Why you asking all them questions? Making statements. Asking all them questions. Asking all them questions. Why you asking all them questions? Making statements. Where you been? How much did you spend? Yeah, I trust you. Now unlock your phone. Who is this? Oh, see? Why you? Same reason why you ain't stand with me. You trying to get up in these drawers, you ain't land with me. You trying to hear what you saying to me. Just grab your stuff, hit the dough. Go chill with them other girls. That is why her weed play. Talking about them beach girls. She ratchet? That's why I'm pregnant. And you the peppin'? Looking stupid. That's what you get. Walking around.
That's all you need.
Smell this?
Her face expressions are so like perfect. Like he's like with the
Yeah, it goes.
yeah. So
that was our challenge to use our facial expressions.
Yes,
and I think we nailed it.
Did we nail it? I hope
I
we
think
did.
so.
drum roll.
You always think we nail it. You're an eternal optimist.
Jackie,
I don't have them,
I think
but
Christie's
have
are the
them.
best.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
really?
there's-
Well,
there's
I
one.
look like kind of a
Because they're
Okay, I'll
it
pull it
looks like
wet
you have
dog.
dreadlocks.
Yeah, a little bit. I love these.
I was like, oh my goodness.
How I could
Surprise
not.
shock.
Top
like-
right
yeah.
is my favorite.
Well, bottom left is pretty. Like I don't know, they're all pretty good.
Bottom
But
left.
I feel like I'm just confused the whole time.
I feel like the top one is like a face you'd give to your kids. Like you better stop, or or I'm coming.
Yeah, really mean it this time.
Yeah, that was fun.
Great.
This is a fun photo challenge. And yeah, everybody watching in chat, you guys got to participate. Jackie does post it. I half the time forget to retweet it, or reacts it, whatever. But it's fun.
That's
And
fun.
we'll show you.
So fun.
We will show you in your faces.
Yes.
All right, who's next?
Who's our next victim?
Dun dun dun. Oh,
Yes.
Oh snap!
I like the rock one at the bottom.
Yes. The eyebrow.
Bottom right is a little scary.
I like the
I
top
don't want that
left.
face near you.
For
Bottom
real,
left is
bro?
is one step away from.
Oh God.
Yeah, she's had practice with that.
The
pose.
deadwood pose.
See, I tried to keep my hand as far away from my face as possible to eliminate that whole.
Oh well,
God looks so sexy.
Oh,
I love that story. I love
I
that
know.
story. I do like your phone case though. Super cool.
thank you. I got it at $5 Below. Well, only $5.
Well, that makes sense if it's at $5 Below. But $5 Below is weird because in
They
the
have
back,
$20 things now.
yes, I know.
Don't like it.
All right,
So
I'm
20
gonna
and
save
12.
Christie's for last because Christie's are the best.
Yes, these are great.
I love
By
this.
the way, the filter, or whatever on your camera, it's great.
Yeah, like it's
That-
more
that
like it's
color.
bright, like exposed more. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
also have my light right here, which
Oh,
I
it's the
don't usually
lights.
when I'm doing
Oh, like
that.
the ring light kind of thing.
Yeah, I have my
Yeah, the
my reels
light.
are sitting here when I took them.
I just had while we were dyeing my hair because we're going to a wedding. I'm like in the middle of it. I'm like, Austin, my niece does my hair. She works at a salon. She's great. I'll post where she's at and all that stuff. But I'm like, I have to stand up and do some pictures really quick. So I like ran over with my wet hair, like trying to get pictures for you guys. So, but no, Ashe, I like the bottom left
Yes.
one and the top right too are great. Those are-
It's giving. You know the.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Deadwood,
Oh,
the
she actually
Deadwood. The
has.
Deadwood.
she was thinking about it. Ashe was
Was.
almost doing it.
Mhm.
The
Doing what?
bottom right. You're
The
like,
top left. Yeah, you're like, and
wait,
that's
top
the
left.
way the news goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I make that face a lot. And Bay Theater Dave said Brad has seen every one of these faces at one time or another.
Mostly because of things that Brad has probably done.
Exactly.
It's like
Earned-
something
earned every one of those
something
faces.
bad happens, and I'm like sad for a minute, and like, you freaking bastard, I'm coming for you.
Son of a gun.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
I love it.
You look like you have dreadlocks. Grinch dreadlocks.
Mhm.
Yes, they are really bright because of the lighting. I feel like I guess they kind of look that bright in the camera too, but
Dude, that is so
top right one is
good.
like
I
Neon.
love that one.
Yeah. Now, I always, you'll see when I do my little hair segment, but like I always am a person that's making this silly, ridiculous face in the picture.
Same.
So it's just, yeah.
It's just because someone's like, they're gonna take a picture. You're like, smile, and you're like, whatever, like, right? You know what I mean?
I'd rather
You
not.
just, like, do the
Don't tell me what to
awkward-
do.
Yeah, right. Well, and then it's like the whole like, okay, everyone do a silly face, and they're like, that's the whitest white person thing you could ever do.
Oh my gosh.
But I just make silly faces in general.
Same.
Oh,
good. All right. Do we have a pose for next week?
We do. It is in the bottom. If you want to pull that up.
Okay. Oh, whoops.
Mama on my hood, I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my back, but you could. I look fly, I look too good. Put that on my mama on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my back, but you could. I look fly, I look too good.
All right. So just like the other one I noticed, they're taking a picture with their phone.
Yes,
you know
in
what I
the
mean?
mirror.
Like their phone is in it. So are we gonna do that, or are we gonna set our phone down like we've done it
I mean,
before?
it depends. I figured it makes it easy if you wanted to set it down. If you wanted to do that, you could. But you could also do the mirror where you pull up
Yeah.
the mirror and
That mirror's
do
cool.
it that way too.
Phones in it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
Well, they
is fun.
typically do that because the
Challenge.
camera on the back is a way better camera
Correct.
than the one on the front, and you don't want to walk around with a thing. What are those things?
Tripod?
Yeah, there you go. Maybe it makes
Even though I frequently do. I
personable.
frequently do. Just because I like taking pictures outside, so I get all of the natural light. So I'm constantly bringing my tripod around, and Cam's like, "Oh, you're going to take pictures?" Yes.
Nice.
Yes, I am.
The pose where she's sitting on the bed, my bed is way higher than that.
Yeah, mine is too.
And
So is
my
mine.
legs are short.
So is mine. I figured we could, if you wanted to, you could sit in a chair
I'm gonna do a couch, I think.
or
I think I have
couch.
a
Yeah, that
couch.
works too.
Good.
Yeah. Lord. Well, my question is why, like, what she was wearing, like, girls down here in South Florida. I don't know if it's up where you guys are. They just wear that out. Like, I don't know. I'd feel a little.
Like shorts and an undershirt.
No, that was a one piece.
It's a one piece. Yeah. It looks like
Like a
something
singlet.
like if you were gonna go, let's
Singlet,
say,
yes.
scuba diving, right?
Mhm.
And it was like that, right? You know what I mean? Like a one piece thing, like that's fine. I know what you mean, right? It's just kind of like I'm wearing a thing.
I'd have to
Covering my
sleeve-
body.
Looks like a
Where-
wrestling singlet.
Yes, that's what Jackie said. But like, I'd at least have to have a flannel around my waist, or I'd have to like put a t-shirt, like a crop top or something. Like, I just feel like
I'm
you're just saying like,
overexposed.
hey, yeah, hey,
Like,
this is
this
what
is-
I look like naked.
Exactly. That's exactly it because it's
Leave
so
nothing to
outlined.
the
And it's like
imagination.
it's so
Yeah.
snugged on the body too. So yeah, exactly.
Does that mean we're old? Maybe, I don't know.
No, it means that we don't. I don't
I
know.
can-
There's something like with the whole demoralization, like everything's out there these days.
Just
And like
talk.
now, like Brad had told me, he's like, what's technically sexy now is if a woman's like half covered because she's not throwing all her shit out to a guy, right? Because the guy's like, when he wants to settle down and have a woman, he doesn't want to be the woman that's been like, hoeing
Playing
around
behind-
basically.
I can
Right.
get behind the trend nowadays of wearing like the baggy clothes.
The
That is-
baggy clothes is cool.
That is my
The
favorite
pants-
thing right now.
Baggy
Right.
pants and like a tank top or something, like that's cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like 90s, right?
Rave
Early
pants.
2000s.
Where my head went.
Well, so I will say I
Rave
do
pants, cute little tank top. Sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
I do like the wide leg pants, but the one thing with I know Brian always yells at me for talking about being too tall, but like the skinny jeans, if they're too short, okay, that's fine. But if the wide leg pants are too short, I look like I have a little my foot sticks out of a little bell at the bottom. So I struggle on finding like the length for the baggy pants, but I love like I never want to put on like real pants ever.
Comfort over everything. Yeah, when the like bell pants are too short. Remember that whole culotte
It looks bad.
craze? Remember culottes?
Oh yes, or the gauchos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I
It was a
didn't
bad- it
even
was a
know they
bad-
had names, but
bad
I know what you're talking about. It was bad.
Like my mom always was like clam diggers. These are clam diggers.
Yeah, I remember hearing that too.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, that's the pose of the week. And you know what that means.
Tell us. Haha, excellent. Still need to go find me geez, words, a monocle. But so I made a little slideshow. Did you upload it or do you want me to just share my screen?
Share your screen.
Okay. Here we go. Today's idiom of the week is going to be dead as a doornail.
Ooh. Oh, I love it.
Mm-hmm. So, the origin. Charles Dickens' line from A Christmas Carol is probably the most famous example of the phrase dead as a doornail, but it is certainly not the only one. Shakespeare used it in Henry. Oh God, I'm so bad at Roman numerals. What number is that?
Fourth.
Okay, part 2. I didn't even think about that. So, okay, got it. Look on me well. I have eat no meat these 5 days, yet come thou and thy 5 men, and if I do not leave you all as dead as a doornail, I pray God I may never eat grass more. An unnamed poet used the idiom for the first time in print in a poem published in 1350, but it is still not uncommon to hear it used today.
Just don't eat grass at all.
Right. Well, there's an interesting video, like a BBC video, and it was like I started watching. I was like, okay, maybe I'll just share this, and then it got weird. There was a guy on all fours eating grass, talking about how he's gonna, I don't know, and it was like
going back to
writing it. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is great. Okay,
like let me just give you the information, and then that video was like 5 minutes long. Anyways. Dead as a doornail obviously means dead, deceased, definitively not alive. But why a doornail and not just a nail? All nails are dead by their nature of being metal, right? So why even use nail at all? Why not dead as a door or dead as a rock? Those are dead too. What makes a doornail specifically deader than other dead things?
They're dead things.
Also, doesn't something have to be alive before it can be dead?
Yeah, I guess.
I think having never been alive doesn't necessarily make it dead. But
so their logic is totally. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, this is good though.
Right.
There's false premise. Anyway,
there is a surprisingly interesting answer to that question. It turns out that there really is a good reason for specifying a doornail to convey being really truly dead. So it turns out that a doornail isn't just a nail in a door, but a nail that cannot be removed or reused. Way back when, nails were made by hand and quite valuable. People would salvage and repurpose nails whenever they could. The way the door's nails were bent and driven into the backside of the door made it virtually impossible for them to be reused as a nail. So not only are doornails dead simply because they're nails, but because their future potential for any other use is also dead. They are doubtably dead, if you will, extra deceased. Doubly dead. I was like, wait, that word isn't making sense in my brain. They are doubly dead, if you will, extra deceased.
Super duper dead.
So dead. Dead as a doornail. So I thought that was really interesting.
Dude, that's wild.
And
yeah, I don't know. That's Shakespeare and a lot of those people have very interesting takes. I mean, really cool takes too, but yeah.
I also think it's interesting how that, nails were a thing of value, because you can see that becoming, it's not hard to imagine an economy even now where metal becomes scarce, or, where nails would hold value. It'd be a thing of value. Think about ammo, right? Like we've always taken, I think in America, largely taken for granted the fact that we can walk into the store and get ammo. But if we're in like a war situation, right, then ammo is one of the most valuable commodities, and you can't just walk into a store and get it. And there's, changing circumstances. In 1350, nails were super valuable.
Well, but
I feel like I need to go stockpile nails is what I'm saying.
Everything was super, was a thing you needed, because people weren't just, I can just buy it on Amazon, it'll be here tomorrow, because they would repurpose and reuse everything, and now it's just everything's just garbage. Like if you're not using it, it's garbage. So it's crazy, like where we came from and where we are now with all this trash everywhere, basically, because people just want the newest next thing every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Which is a feature of abundance, right? I mean, we're living in one of the most, even with us, complaining about the economy and,
prices.
We're living in historical terms, we're living in a period of great abundance. That kind of prioritizing convenience over, other things is a feature of abundance.
But then is that a good thing or a bad thing? Huh?
I mean, because you don't know the value of it. Wait, really quick, one tiny side quest. So I was like doing research into like the Marxism and Leninism and all this stuff, right? So they came to this one point that was like mind blown. I was like, why is this the case? So they were talking about why is water, which is something we need as a human race to exist, super valuable for our health. If we don't have it for like 3 days, we all die. How come that is more valuable than a diamond? And then is value have to do with the work? Like a diamond takes a lot of work to get it. And then is that what creates the value, the work to get it, or the value of its necessity? I don't know what I think
there's a couple things there.
So deep. I'm like, what the heck? Like, I don't know. It's weird. It had to do with economics. It had to do with all of this kind of stuff. But
as Christy said, scarcity plays, right? Diamonds are more scarce than water, and it's harder to get them, although it's hard to get water in some places, right? And especially to make water abundant or even more accessible to people. But context matters too, right? Like water is going to be less valuable, and the people are going to place less value on water where water is coming into the pipes, as if by magic, and you just pay a bill each month and you have your water. You're going to place less value on that than you are if you're, hiking a mile each way with a bucket on your head to get water. It's going to be much more valuable to you. And that's, you can't, this is also like an extreme example of why price fixing is a bad idea, because context matters, and you shouldn't have a central authority setting the terms of your market dynamics. The people in the market should be setting.
Yeah, because then the free market is gone, right? And then therefore there goes all of that. Man, this is we should talk about this.
Yeah, someone said that we should make a whole thing on it. But like, think about, they say, I mean, obviously they can make them in a lab now, but they say, how many millions of years, like when the dinosaurs were roaming the earth, if we're believing that, but so when dinosaurs were here, like that's when they started being created, because of the pressure and the amount of time, that's what you learn in elementary school, middle school, whatever. So the time it takes to create one versus the time it takes to create water also. But
so
I do
the rarity and then the scarcity and then the time. So that's also, all this stuff comes into the calculation. But yeah, I thought it was wild. It's like all these things to think about what is value. And it had to do with the markets and this and that. And basically I think it was Stalin, when the whole regime was collapsing, and therefore diamonds and paper and money were useless, because the people were starving and needed water, so therefore that became valuable. So it's very interesting, all those dynamics. But yeah, I don't know, it's a good topic.
Yeah, and as I said, feel like we should probably stockpile nails, because they might be
my grandpa really had a head start on that.
Well, like they're cheap right now, but there might come a time when they're not.
Nails made of silver, because then it has a dual purpose.
Oh, that's true.
Killing vampires,
yes, and because silver is up a lot. Brian talks about it. I don't know exactly what it's up by.
It's like up to 48 and change, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, which is incredible. I remember we were talking about $30 silver being sort of out of reach, but maybe a possibility. It's crazy.
Yeah. Let's go.
Very cool. Well, that was the idiom of the week. All right. Where do we want to go next?
Where'd you come from? Where'd you come
Hopping
from?
and skipping and jump totally fed. I don't know.
I don't know, unless we should do all of our stinger segments first. I don't know.
I
haven't heard.
Want to do history?
America.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I was a little not ready, so I don't have all my things pulled up.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't trying to put
Wait, we got to do it again.
Slow it down. Slow it down.
All right, we're here. All right. So on October, for processing 2nd. Oh, sorry, video started in my ear. On October 2nd of 1919, President Woodrow Wilson suffered a debilitating stroke that left him partially paralyzed and incapacitated for the rest of his presidency. And that event famously led to the 25th Amendment, which wasn't ratified for decades, but was the inception of the reason for it. Edith, I'm going to read this quote. This is from History First. Edith Wilson, who hid the depth of her husband's illness from the country, is the only one who actually got close to assuming the presidency. Edith met Woodrow Wilson during a chance encounter at the White House. His first wife, Ellen, had died of Bright's disease only 7 months earlier. They had had a quick and passionate courtship, which alarmed many of Wilson's advisors. Not only would the president soon run for re-election, and his advisors fretted that his pursuit of a woman so soon after the death of his wife would hurt his chances, but Edith was known in town for being one of the first women to ever drive a car, and she was shunned by Washington's elite because her money came from her deceased first husband's jewelry store. Her husband's name was Galt, by the way.
Scandalous.
Super scandalous. It gets even more scandalous. 3 months after they met, the Wilsons wed. And she wed the sitting president 3 months after she met him.
Jewelry stores.
Yeah. Heiress.
Was there
then
a
in
baby
1919, 2 years into Wilson's second term, 4 years into their marriage, Wilson suffered a devastating stroke, left him paralyzed. President had been barnstorming around the country in the aftermath of World War I, trying to whip up support for his inspired but doomed plan for the League of Nations. 25th Amendment wouldn't be ratified for almost 50 years. So she basically became the first female president. She says that she was a steward of the executive branch during that time, particularly during critical debates over the Treaty of Versailles and the League of Nations. I'm also going to share this because I think her handwriting looks like a serial killer.
It's like, bro, this sounds really. Did she do something?
Why isn't
there
there a video?
It's reasonable, but look at this handwriting.
Ooh.
I am here to take over the world.
You can see where she dipped her pen in the ink.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I asked, does she have an auto pen? I myself, quote, I myself never made a single decision regarding the disposition of public affairs. The only decision that was mine was what was important and what was not, and the very important decision of when to present matters to my husband. Wives, man.
That sounds like quite literally being in control of the White House. That's wild.
Yes, I have a couple videos that we will play here. This is kind of an overview, and then we'll look at her life. So your question, Abby, of like, I wonder about the courtship, right? Like the how she got into the position to begin with. But we're gonna watch this. This is an overview video, and then we'll do an Edith Bowling Galt Wilson through the ages video.
Oh, it's you. Welcome to Planet America's Weekend Edition. I'm John Barrett. Wilson was America's 28th president, remembered for leading the United States into the First World War and being a bit of a racist. But what isn't so well known is his illness, the cover-up of that illness and the impact it's had on the US Constitution. In 1918, after addressing a crowd in Colorado, President Wilson suffered what turned out to be a massive stroke, which was then hidden from the American public for the rest of his term in office. Now, in those days before radio or TV, the extent of Wilson's infirmity wasn't hard to hide. He was paralysed down his left side, unable to walk, sign his name, or even feed himself. Although the White House convinced a distinguished surgeon, Dr. Hugh Young, to issue a rather different assessment.
The extreme vigor and lucidity of his mental processes had not abated in the slightest degree. He is in better shape than before the illness.
Sharp as a tack.
Wilson's personal physician, Kerry Grayson, was central to the medical cover-up that followed. He was summoned to a meeting of the Cabinet by the Secretary of State, Robert Lansing, who raised the prospect of Vice President Thomas Marshall taking over. Marshall said he could only assume the presidency if Grayson and First Lady Edith Wilson declared Woodrow Wilson unfit and Congress passed a resolution. But Grayson denied the president was seriously incapacitated. Edith Wilson said she feared if he resigns, the greatest incentive to recover is gone. So instead, she demanded Secretary of State Lansing resign for calling the cabinet meeting, which she did. Some historians now believe that Edith Wilson effectively became de facto president during her husband's final year and a half in office, when she communicated on his behalf, although she denied she was anything but a wife, carer and gatekeeper. It would be almost 50 years before the 25th Amendment tried to address the problem of what to do if a president is similarly unfit to serve but unwilling to resign. It now takes the Vice President and the majority of Cabinet or Congress to declare the President is unable to discharge the powers and duties of his office, whereupon the Vice President shall immediately assume the powers and duties of the office as acting President. Some have since argued Joe Biden's memory lapses should have seen him removed from the presidency last year. Others have suggested Donald Trump's illegal attempts to overturn the 2020 election warranted his removal under the 25th Amendment. Neither, of course, actually happened.
Okay, so she became the first female president. She was our first female president.
Did you just stumble upon this because you were going through the dates?
Yeah, so I do the day in history. I've known about Edith Wilson for a while, and we've here on Badlands drew a lot of comparisons during the Biden administration.
I never heard of this.
Joe Biden.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, why use the 25th Amendment if it worked in secret before? Just do it again. Like, why? Why broke?
Like, here's your great
my fix what's not broken.
So legend has it that he suffered that stroke while he was on the toilet, fell off the toilet, hit his head on the bathtub, and that's what left him incapacitated.
Always the toilet.
Hold up.
Yeah,
hold up. I thought it was a stroke, like just like a physical stroke. He hit his head.
Yeah, well, he had. So the story goes that he had a stroke while he was on the toilet, and he fell off the toilet and hit his head on the bathtub.
No.
Now, remember what they said in there, that quote that they did with the funny voice, right? His mental faculties haven't abated in the slightest. He's sharp as a tack. This president is, what was it that what's his face said? Cogent. I sold him short when I said he was cogent. This is the best Joe Biden ever. This is the best Woodrow Wilson ever.
I feel like to say cogent.
And the Treaty of Versailles and the League of Nations negotiations, Edith Wilson was playing a role. The First Lady was leading the charge for the United States of America during that period of time. Now, the League of Nations failed, which, in my opinion, meant they needed another war. So we got World War II, and then we got the United Nations. And that's, you know, they're very persistent. They plan in decades. But my question... So put on the tinfoil hats. Christy, you're fine. You're in a tinfoil studio. But everybody else, put on your tinfoil hats. Let's look at Edith Wilson's life.
Yes.
And see what, was it a chance meeting? And they just fell so passionately in love that 3 months after they met, while he was a sitting president, they became married? Or was something else going on? I'm gonna have to read this because there's music, but there's no
okay.
Why is this being weird? Why can't I maximize it? Okay. You can hear me okay, right?
Yeah.
Edith Wilson, A Life Through Time. Born October 15th, 1872 in Wytheville, Virginia, the Circuit Court Judge William Holcomb Bowling and his wife Sarah Sally Spears. Long ones, I'm going to pause.
Yeah.
Edith had little formal education while her sisters were enrolled in local schools. Edith was taught how to read and write at home.
And maybe the music's a little too loud, Ashe.
Okay.
Okay.
Is this better?
Yes.
In 1896, Edith married Norman Galt, a prominent jeweler.
Oh, so she was married before.
Yeah. After Norman's death, Edith married widower Woodrow Wilson in December 1915 during his first term as president. As First Lady during the World War I, Edith Bowling had relatively few opportunities to be a social hostess. In wartime, she observed gasless Sundays, meatless Mondays, and wheatless Wednesdays to set an example for the federal rationing effort. Democrats always have the same ideas. She also set sheep to graze on the White House lawn rather than use manpower to mow it, and had their wool auctioned off for the benefit of the American Red Cross. She visited Europe with her husband on 2 separate occasions, 1918 and 1919, to visit troops and sign the Treaty of Versailles.
Wow.
After Woodrow Wilson suffered a stroke, she managed the office of the president, a role she later described as stewardship. In her later years, she headed the Women's National Democratic Club's Board of Governors. In 1931, she attended an unveiling of a Wilson monument in the former German city of Poznan, now Poland. Miss Wilson's first flight, Mrs. Woodrow Wilson, widower of the wartime president, completes her first airplane flight.
Like, she drove the plane.
I think she was just on it.
Oh.
Attending the funeral services for the dead Senate Majority Leader Joseph T. Robinson.
It's quite a dress.
Mm-hmm. Mrs. Claude Swanson and Mrs. Woodrow Wilson. Edith Wilson was present during FDR's address to Congress in 1941. She also attended Roosevelt's funeral at the White House in 1945. She later, why is this bitch right next to Kennedy? Can we just say? She later attended the January 20th, 1961 inauguration of President John F. Kennedy, and she's like right there.
Holy
She's
shit.
not happy about it though. Look at that face.
She looks mad.
She's like
she?
a handler, man. I swear. This is crazy.
Edith Wilson died of congestive heart failure on December 28th, 1961. She was to have been the guest of honor that day at the dedication ceremony for the Woodrow Wilson Bridge across the Potomac between Maryland and Virginia. On what would have been her husband's 105th birthday, she was buried next to her husband at the Washington National Cathedral.
Screaming witch vibes now.
Naturally, Nikki, who the fuck is this bitch? Edith Wilson.
Remember if there's more to this. No. Okay. So it's weird, right? So they meet. He's the president of the United States. They meet. 3 months later, they're married. She, during the course of his second term, in all her work in the war, meatless Mondays and all the things, he dies. He has, he has a stroke. They cover it up. She becomes the president of the United States. She executes the office of the president of the United States. Nothing ever happens to her. She's still celebrated as some sort of hero until the day that she dies.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I never heard of this story. Nope. And her connections, she was born from to Circuit Court Judge William Holcomb Bowling. So she was well off, and it looks like she came from a family that was first settlers to arrive in Virginia colony. So that was from the very beginning of the founding of America. So I don't know, man. She could be, when I follow like the families, right? The Illuminati bloodlines, they have a lot of connections, and they like to have handlers in the United States, within our government to handle like presidents and things like that. What if she was like like honey potted on him or something. Like, I don't know. Feels weird. I don't like it.
You mentioned German settlers. Interestingly, today is the anniversary of the settlement of Germantown.
Oh, sweet.
That's interesting.
Yeah, which was Mennonites that came here and settled in Pennsylvania. And then today is known as German American Day because Ronald Reagan made it that in 1983 to commemorate the 300 years of the Germantown being founded in 1683.
What?
So it's German American Day. Have some schnitzel and beer and whatnot.
Oh man, Brian's beer cheese.
I want German chocolate.
Beer cheese is great to have on German American Day. I feel like that's you crushing the challenge.
Yeah, I got to get some pretzels though, or make some pretzels. I could probably figure that out. Maybe. I don't know. You're the master baker, Ash. You have to help us.
Am I?
Master baker.
Master
We
baker.
salute you.
We will do pretzels this week. We'll do pretzels as a challenge.
Really? Dang it. Setting the bar high.
Yeah, I have to figure out how to make them, and then I'll share that in our chat.
It's similar to a bagel.
There's something that you have to put in the dough. I remember.
You have to put baking soda in the water or something.
Yeah, there's
Boil it.
something that makes it pretzely. But we're going to figure it out because
Yeah,
we
we
can
are.
do anything on this show.
Oh wait, I do remember what it was. It's like you have to like dip the pretzel in lye and then put it in the oven, like a lye slurry water, like boiled water with lye in it, and you dip it in there and then you bake it, and that's what makes it the brown color on the outside. I remember watching that on the Food Network.
Coffee delivery for Ash.
No, it was such perfect and not planned at all. Timing. He just brought me a cup of homemade apple cider.
Oh my goodness.
What the Brian? Brian.
Jealous.
There's apple cider in the fridge. You can microwave it.
Yeah, bring it over.
Yeah, and that tastes like fall. Ooh. Very exciting. All right, that is our history update. But I'm going to go right into my the second part of my segment, because the one thing about all those pictures of Edith Wilson is that she looks like she has a bit of a hunchback.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not good, right? We don't want that. We don't want to have hunchback back. We don't want to be Quasimodos. And so you know how like once you
Hunchback back.
Baby got hunchback.
Yeah, exactly. So you know how like on X, if you watch a video for more than like 2 seconds, it'll start giving you all of those kinds of videos.
Oh yes, that's any algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I watched one about not one video about not having a hunchback, like things to do, not get a hunchback. And it decided to give me loads of them. So our benefit, I picked 3, and this is your anti-hunchback challenge for the week.
All right.
Do these exercises. It's also they also say computer neck, like if you want to avoid computer neck, if you sit
Computer neck.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this is good for us.
Creating concrete visions of a macrocosm prism.
This is not medical advice.
Music is really loud.
Appropriate ambition to be open from the center, redirected.
There we go.
I like the music.
They get slightly more complicated as we go. And here's our second one. Now, don't do this again, not medical advice, but if you have like rotator cuff issues, you probably want to consult a doctor before you do this. But
No. Oh. I guess.
and she has, if you can see, she has her head against the wall on a folded up,
Like a folded towel.
Yep. All right. And then now the last one, I would recommend not doing and like in front of people. Like I would definitely make sure that the last one, which is described as a mini mobility snack for your spine. 5 minute mobility snack for your spine. And it's a lot of fun. I think everybody should do it. Just, make sure you're in a relatively private space.
Oh, wow.
Or do it in front of your husband.
Step 2, gotta catch a cab to the bar. Step 3, get a drink with Mary and tie it in a knot. Step 4, dance your ass off. Welcome to the Bad Bitch Academy.
Ooh, I like
There's
that. Welcome to the
Dang.
You remember those little birds with the water?
Yes. The challenge. It does look like one of the birds with the water. Tattoo teacher says that's not happening. Kara says that looks like me trying to get up off the floor after wrapping gifts for too long. Real.
Right, though. So someone asked in the chat this question, and it's going back a little bit, but so I had Perplexity tell me. So apparently Norman Galt died unexpectedly in 1908. He had been diagnosed with a rare liver ailment before his sudden death. Okay. She was left a widow and sole owner of his business, a jewelry firm in Washington, D.C., which she managed successfully.
So she managed the jewelry business and then became the president of the United States and managed that too.
Yeah, and her husband had a mysterious illness, right? Her husband had a mysterious illness and later died.
If it's liver is usually what goes when you poison somebody. Did they say liver?
I'm saying, does this crazy? Or kidneys. Is it kidneys or liver? I don't know. Liver? Okay.
They'll both suffer. Yeah.
It blows my mind that she was never she was just like celebrated. Like, oh, it's totally
just
fine.
Sitting next to JFK on his inauguration day.
Yeah. We gotta do deep
looking like she's doing a voodoo hex on him for sure. She's like, they're like,
yeah.
I mean, we don't know, but it definitely looks shady. Like, that's all I would say.
Oh,
and the fact that she was literally making the decisions on what to show her husband or not.
Yeah.
Like, that means you're in his position. You're in power. So that's wild. Never heard of that.
And that's bullshit. I think that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, I never made a decision. I just decided what decisions, God bless you, Jackie, what decisions we were going to bring to him. Like, what? Well, that's making decisions. First of all, you're making a decision about what the president is going to see. Also, this is like Joe Biden making decisions.
Yep.
Right. And what did the media say? This president, his mental faculties haven't been abated at all. He's great. Everything's fine. He's the best version of Woodrow Wilson. Everything is great. Meanwhile, the Black Widow bitch is running the country.
Yeah, Black Widow bitch.
She is. I'm convinced now.
I feel it.
Thank you for giving us more information on how the first died.
All right, I was curious because like if he died of like little old age or whatever, but I needed to know. And then like compounding on top of managing the business is just like wild. Yep. Seems like a movie. Like it seems like a movie they should write.
Yeah, the money corrupted her, man.
Brad, your next movie.
Yeah, right. The Black Widow.
Yes. All right, we're going to take one moment and hear from our second sponsor of today's show, and we will be right back.
You could make the argument that the more pharmaceuticals we have, the sicker we get. The more statins prescribed, the more heart disease there is, the more metformin taken, the more diabetes. And trust me, the more Ozempic we take, the more obese we'll get. That's because you cannot medicate a lifestyle disease. But 20 years ago, a study was done on a breakthrough, natural alternative that naturally helps the body shed excess fat. It naturally helps improve metabolic health. There are no drugs in it. It's Big Pharma's worst nightmare, and it's guaranteed to solve the problem. Head to badlandshealth.com to get started.
Oh, we lost Ashe.
We lost Ashe. All right, I'm going to play.
We're good.
I'll play one more ad and we'll come right back.
They say confidence starts with smooth skin. And baby, Soft Disclosure Lotion delivers.
I swear by this stuff. Like, I kid you guys not. This is the first lotion I've ever had in my entire life that, like, I don't get ashy after I put it on any part of my body. Like, my hands are always dry, and my hands have not gotten ashy without, like, rinsing them through water and washing them with soap since I started putting Soft Disclosure on. Like, it is black man approved. I kid you not.
Black man approved. You heard him. And let's be real. If it can handle his hands, it can handle anything.
Feet are like, they get so dry, like the heels of them, it'll just kind of like flake off. Like, but with Soft Disclosure, once you put it on, like it starts to absorb it.
Yeah, he went there. Don't worry, we won't show you his feet, but trust us, they're smoother too. Soft Disclosure Lotion is made with aloe, goat's milk, honey, and our exclusive oil blend that actually restores your skin barrier. Visit softdisclosure.com, use code Badlands, and get 15% off.
Soft Disclosure.
Gotta love it.
Yes. Nice, Christy. That's awesome.
Deodorants, the lotions, the balms, the coming soon products.
Oh, yeah.
Giant lip smackers.
I'm so jealous
You're
of you.
teasing us with that for like
I
2
know.
weeks now.
I know.
Put it on.
Oh, wait, no, but I have a funny story to tell you. So I don't know if Brian's talked about this yet, but so I have the Tamarack Farm stuff in our room, and then he has the Soft Disclosure. I don't know if it's going to be called that, but the beard oil. He grabbed the one for the ears on accident, and he put it in his beard, and the active thing in that is garlic oil. So he's like, my whole face smells like garlic. And I was like, oh, thank God you didn't put like the something else like worse. He's
the garlic beard oil.
Did it make his beard softer?
Oh no, he loves it. Like that's why he was like going to do it again because he was so excited to, and he didn't realize that it was. It's like, what's this garlic smell until. So there's no earwax.
Is it for earwax?
Yeah, it's for tinnitus. So if you
Like
have the
infection,
you
you drip it.
Yeah, you drip it in there, you let it sit in there. I think it has the instructions. I think it's like 2 hours or so. You leave it in there, and then it helps break down the extra earwax as well as helps with the tinnitus, which Brian has from the military. So he hasn't really done it like in like multiple days in a row, so I'm not sure how it works, but I do know that he's been using the beard oil and he thinks it's amazing. Like it doesn't get all like shiny and greasy. He doesn't look like a grease pig with the shiny beard. Like it doesn't make me not want to kiss him because sometimes when he puts the beard oil in, it's like sticky. Yeah, like a little bit, a little like if you squeeze it, like it's gonna drip out the. Anyways, okay, sorry. Nope. But yes, Soft Disclosure.
Softdisclosure.com, promo code Badlands. Get you some good stuff, and there's new flavors coming and all kinds of stuff. It's really good.
Flavors. Scents.
Flavors.
I mean, you could probably eat it. We don't recommend it, but you probably could eat it.
It's tallow based, and we know we can eat tallow.
Know this.
Yep. All right, where are we going next, ladies?
Who's that? Jackie?
We can talk about some ways to save money at the grocery store.
I love it.
No way.
I love
So I
it.
figured we're gonna eat clean without going broke, hopefully. Because I know that a lot of us want to be able to eat clean, especially when it comes to like organic fruits and veggies. There's a way to do it, and here we go. So what should I buy organic and what's not worth it? We're going to start with the things that you don't necessarily need to buy. So you can skip and save your money. These I'll put all in a Substack, and I'll share it on my Substack later so that you guys can save these photos if you want to save them and keep in your camera folder while you're shopping. Nice. So you can save money if you soak fruits and veggies in baking soda or apple cider vinegar to remove any surface pesticides. So it doesn't work with like everything, but it does, cut down, especially with like berries and stuff. This is a big one, and it gives you just like a breakdown down here. So it's like 1 teaspoon of baking soda per 2 cups of water, or 1 part apple cider vinegar to 3 parts water, and then let it soak for 15 to 20 minutes.
Nice. I saw a video of a lady doing the same thing. You know, when you have the sinks that they have like this thing that sits over it, that's like a grate, so you can set your vegetables and spray them. Okay, she just took up straight up baking soda, I think it was, and she like over it, and then sprinkled it and had it sit. Same thing, but honestly, probably sitting in the water would even get all of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the first when I heard about that. I was like, that's great. Takes off all the pesticides.
Nice. So you can also save some money by shopping things that have peels that you don't eat. So things like oranges, lemons, limes, bananas, avocados, pineapples, and mangoes. So those, we don't eat the skin, so we can kind of get rid of them and not really have to always worry about getting them organic. Obviously, if you have the money to splurge and get the organic, then obviously get the organic. But if you don't, definitely you'd look for things that you can take the peels off.
That makes so much sense.
So is
bananas.
Is that
Sorry.
same pesticides and all the stuff that's in a non-organic farm doesn't get into the fruit inside of the peel?
For the most part, it doesn't, like it does a little bit, but not entirely, because it's only getting, the rind itself is kind of thick, so it's not going to penetrate all the way. There is some, but there's not going to be as much as like a raspberry or something that has not as much of a
thing. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So the skin is basically protecting it a little bit.
Yeah.
But if you're using lemon zest or lime zest, think about that too when you're buying that, because
for sure.
Yeah.
You can also save some money with things that if you can peel if you want to. So things like apples, pears, beets, carrots, and potatoes. You could still rinse them and wash them like with the apple cider vinegar or the baking soda. But, again, you probably should this is kind of where we have the line where if you feel comfortable, if you in a pinch, need to save a little bit more money, then this is where you could, kind of toe the line between getting them organic or non-organic.
Yeah, I mean, if these are viable options from a health standpoint, it's awesome because the factory farm fruit looks way better than the organic fruit usually.
But you're legit, dude, this is 100% true, because I know, like, when you get an apple, let's say you didn't even rinse it, you bite it, you will literally taste like it was sprayed with something. So yeah, just taking that off. One little side thing here, Medbed Co said baking soda is not Arm & Hammer. Arm & Hammer is synthetic. Real baking soda has one ingredient, soda bicarbonate. That's it, no more. Okay, well, thanks for letting me know. But
we're going to look at the package now.
I guess in general, you just find baking or bicarbonate. I guess soda bicarbonate.
Interesting.
All right. Things that you do want to buy organic are things that have thin-skinned fruit or vegetables. So things that allow for more surface pesticides like zucchini, bell peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes, those kinds of things that have like the thinner skins.
Okay, sweet.
Same thing with things that have leaves. So kale, spinach, lettuce, arugula, collard greens, those kinds of things, because you're eating the whole thing for the most part. And then buy organic to avoid, or when you eat the skin. So things like strawberries, blueberries, basically a lot of berries, grapes, cherries, those kinds of things. I mean, you can avoid a little bit by, soaking them in the water with the sodium bicarbonate or the apple cider vinegar. But if you can, berries are the ones that you're going to want to get organic if possible.
Makes sense.
And then we've got some things to just kind of think about when you're shopping the store, because we want to shop strategically and not just go in there and start going up every single aisle.
Tell me about it. I'll fill up my cart. I'm like, no. And here in Alaska, things are expensive. So it's like, focus.
Yep. So first thing is shop the perimeters. Obviously, around the perimeters are, going to be your fruits, veggies, meats, those kinds of things, your dairy items, fresh items. The middle aisles are where all the processed stuff is, your frozen food section, those kinds of things are going to be in the middle. Next up, we want to buy in season. So seasonal produce isn't just cheaper; it actually tastes better because it's in season. And in season fruits and vegetables are usually fresher, and they're normally grown or locally. So if they're local farmers, then you know that they're coming from like a safer source than coming from Mexico or Peru or wherever place it's coming from.
And have you heard about like if you eat the foods in season, also like certain like vitamins that you would be lacking on? Let's say the sunlight is getting less, and then you're eating, let's say, that, and then you get vitamin C or something, and it helps compensate. Have you heard about that?
I have.
What are we capturing?
There's a mosquito.
Oh,
oh no! I was like,
I saw the mosquito and I was like, no, we're not doing this. I think I got it.
You're like Brad with the spiders too. Well, mosquitoes, but he doesn't like spiders.
Oh.
It's so funny.
All right, we're almost done with like mosquito season. So like I'm seeing them now. I'm like every single time I just want to kill them because I'm done with them. Anyways, next up, frozen. Frozen fruits and veggies are actually like your friends. You don't have to avoid them, especially during the winter months. They're usually picked at their peak ripeness and they're flash frozen, so they keep all of their nutrients. Plus, I mean, they last longer and they're cheaper. So definitely stock up on those frozen fruits and veggies because they're gonna, if you can't afford the fresh ones, at least you still have the option and you're still getting fruits and veggies that way.
I think an underused snack that I am obsessed with is frozen grapes.
Yes.
Frozen grapes are so delicious. If you have never done this, please do it. Like it turns into like a slushy consistency almost. And it's for me, like when I'm watching TV, like I want it, like I always want a snack or something. And I feel like that's a way better option. I mean, I haven't tried eating a frozen blackberry or frozen raspberry, but I will say frozen grapes.
My favorite is frozen blueberries. Because there's like that mix of like that tartness with the sweetness. You never know which one you're gonna get. Those are my favorite.
I have some frozen berries. I may have to sample them later.
Yes.
Bay Theater Dave says frozen grapes are awesome. So I gotta try. I think I had one before, but it was like a long time ago. Like when I bite with my front teeth, it kills me.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to like, but like if I put it in my back teeth, it's good, right? But
well, they're not as hard as you think.
It's so good.
They're not as hard as you'd think they were. Like you put it in your mouth, you're like, oh, this is gonna, and then you crunch down, you're like, oh my god, that's a great texture. I wish I had some. I'll go get one and do some ASMR.
I would also add to this conversation that if you have bananas that are gonna expire, don't throw them out. Peel them because it's a pain in the ass if you don't peel them. Peel them and freeze them.
Yes.
And then,
smoothies.
Yeah, you can make them in smoothies. You can use them for banana bread later.
They say banana bread. You pop them out. That's smart.
But if you see your bananas starting to go, just peel them and throw them in a Ziploc. Throw them in the freezer.
Mm-hmm. Safe, and honestly, same thing with a lot of your fruits and veggies too. If you see them start going bad, just throw them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer because they're still okay to like use.
There are some things.
Go ahead.
Yeah, do that too. I did that with green beans because I was like, oh no, I want to use them. I don't want them to go bad. And then I defrosted them and they were like,
yeah, they don't always defrost correctly, but if you're like cooking with them, then they should be fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, frozen grapes and wine. That's definitely, and then you get a snack later. And it keeps your wine chilled without watering it down.
It does.
Beautiful.
Also, stick to a list, guys. Impulse buys are where our budgets go to die.
Fact.
So go in with a list. And if you can, I know a lot of people have been saying that they've been saving money using delivery services too. So if you have Instacart and all of that too, it's worth a shot, especially if it's your first time using it. Because
I'd be careful. The Instacart prices are elevated from the in-store prices. You're not just paying the delivery fee. You're often paying more for the actual product if you're having it delivered.
Yeah, and if you don't have an Instacart driver that has common sense, you might end up with some weird stuff. I've seen videos of things like I can't.
I want 12 bananas, and it's 12 bunches of bananas.
Yeah, right.
Or 5 bags of potatoes. Yeah, I Instacart in a pinch if you don't have a car to run out for the quick thing is, fine, but you're paying more for the convenience, and convenience is definitely a budget killer.
Mm-hmm.
But you can stick to a list easier if you're not going in the store and being the marketer's best friend, because I am the worst at them. Like, oh, a new flavor. Okay, I'll try it.
So stick to a list. And then I think this is the last one, or what? Two more. Compare unit prices.
Yes.
So sometimes the bigger bag isn't the better deal. So you want to look at, you see right here where it says like the little square, look at that per unit price. And sometimes like you'd be surprised how much like per unit something is costing.
Yep.
So that was the one thing that I have like really looked at and have noticed a big difference in.
Well, and that was the first, but like grocery shop when I was, first left the house and my mom was giving me advice on, meal planning and all that kind of stuff. One of the first things she ever told me was to look at that unit price. And it is astounding sometimes when you see the difference, which again is like convenience, right? If you buy a bag of chips versus the box of the small bags of chips, your unit price is like, 3-4 times sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I always do it when I feel like I can't do the math in my head, and I'm like, okay, so this one's 16 ounces, but this one's 12 ounces, but you get this many, this and this, and then I'm like, okay, what are you doing? Just look at the unit price. I do think maybe we should like go to the store and like make sure it maths, because I've seen a lot of things where it doesn't. Yeah. So that's making me think maybe I should like actually get the calculator out and see if it's accurate.
That's another
the calculator.
Yeah, that's another thing I would say is like you don't want to be surprised at checkout, right? If you're shopping on a budget. That's kind of one of the scary things is getting surprised and then, having to put stuff back, that kind of stuff. So your calculator app, Isi said this in the chat, your calculator app is your friend. I think that's 100% true. You have a certain budget, you have what you think it's going to cost because you've done your research on your list before you go into the store, but then actually put in the prices of what you're buying and track it so that you're not surprised at the end. I usually round up to the dollar amount because then I end up, with a cushion by the end.
Yeah.
But don't feel silly if you're taking longer in the store and you're using your calculator and you've got your list and your pen out and you're doing all the things. Who gives a shit? Who cares?
Nobody's actually paying attention to you.
That's why I love you, Ashe. Yes. We're saving money here.
3 teenage
Go down
boys
a different
here.
aisle.
They eat everything in sight.
Yeah. Also, store brands, guys. Like if you're not shopping the store brands, you're probably not doing it right. Basically, the store brands, they're coming from the exact same suppliers a lot of the times as the name brands. So you're basically getting the same thing at a fraction of the cost. So shop the store brands.
Yep. Or at least compare the ingredients on them when you're shopping.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I had for you guys today.
Woo, woo. That was sweet.
Yeah, the one other thing I would say is that the circular, your local store's circular.
Oh, yes.
Oftentimes they have, like your gas points program type of thing. And if you're part of that program, you'll get better prices, but stuff goes on sale randomly and at different times and things. And if you have the circular, like I have Safeway as my local store here, and they have an app and I get a notification on my phone when the new circular comes out. And that's how we oftentimes decide what we're eating that week. It's because what meats are on sale, what are the things. So it takes, it's less convenient to plan your meals and, shop on a budget, but what are your goals? Convenience is the answer.
Jackie and I actually are very lucky because we get Publix.
I know.
Publix is great with their BOGOs and all that stuff.
Publix is the best grocery store on the planet, and there's no comparison at all anywhere.
I would agree with that.
Yes, so good.
I may have went to one. Was there one in Cocoa Beach? I know that.
Yeah,
I went to.
Really close to the hotel.
So
I walked there one night.
If that was one, then that was a cool store. It had everything I needed. So that was super awesome.
Another thing that's cool about them is that they will they price match, as well as when they have BOGO and there's only one of them left, they will give it to you for half price.
Nice.
Like they're really cool about like their returns and with everything like that. But most grocery stores are, so like pay attention to that. If your grocery store has BOGO and let's say there's only one thing of butter left, whatever, you can go up to them and be like, hey, like I really want 2, but you only have 1. And every single 9 times out of 10, well, 10 times out of 10, they'll go in and they'll just half price it or rain check it and give you a coupon to come back to pick it up another time.
I've done that at Kroger too, because we have Kroger and Publix here, and I've done it at Kroger for sure.
So that's another way.
We have Kroger, but it's called King Supers, but it's Kroger. I think those are all owned by Piggly Wiggly, if I'm not mistaken.
Are they?
Wiggly.
Yeah.
What a funny name.
Piggly Wiggly is like Kroger.
On that. Yeah, I'm gonna have a multi-million-dollar corporation with all these places. We're gonna call it Piggly Wiggly. Nailed it.
Well, no, so Piggly Wiggly is like the Winn-Dixie, and Publix is like the Safeway or the Kroger's.
See, I grew up in Georgia, and I remember I was a kid, but I remember when Kroger bought Winn-Dixie, or Winn-Dixie bought Kroger. Or
I did like Albertsons. Albertsons was pretty
this.
Cool
yes, the consolidation of grocers has been a long game.
I think Aldi bought Winn-Dixie. I'm pretty sure because the
Publix should take over the world.
Yes. I think I still think they should
for everyone.
Yeah,
I don't think they would ever do business here because our government is such an asshole, right? like the Kroger and Safeway were going to merge here, and the government got involved and was like, "This is unfair, and you're not giving retirement benefits to your cashiers and shit." And so they were like, "Okay, I guess we're not doing this merger." And then a bunch of people lost their jobs, and they're closing grocery stores all over the place. So Publix, while I feel like it would hurt Publix to come to Colorado. It would be bad for their business. So while it hurts me that they won't be here, I would rather protect Publix.
Nice.
We thank you. Yes. We thank you for protecting
servants
Publix for us.
Publix is one of the few like stores that I would like, not clothing store, that I would wear like branded merchandise.
Yes. Hell yeah.
It matches my hair too.
All right. Speaking of your hair.
Oh, wow. What a segue. I did not plan that.
Do we have
I'll just screen share it because I have the album and I can click through it.
That would be way better.
We are going to
hit
talk
our
about
max.
the slippery slope of fantasy colors in your hair. Because so the beginning story is like I always work for corporate restaurants, work for corporate companies, whatever. So I always had to have, red, brown, blonde, like just natural colored hair. And I had always wanted to put like some fun color in it and I never could. So Brian and I ended up, when he was doing the hydrographics, when we used to make cups, he needed help. And I was not happy at the job I was at. So I finally left, worked with him, and then I was working at a nightclub and I was like, oh, I can have my hair whatever color I want now. So let me make an appointment. And so for my birthday, I went to this fancy hair salon and Brian let me go. Like he bought the whole thing for me. It was like a whole day thing. And I was like, I'm adding fantasy colors. So I will show you where it started. Okay. It's very tame. You guys are going to be like, who? Let me see. Let me get to the thing. No, not that. Screen share. I know how to do this. Come on. Okay. There we go.
Oh, I see it. Here we go. Oh, so, I see a little bit.
This is where it started. So
man, I can only imagine like the the heart palpitations that were happening when this happened. Like, oh my God, just this little bit of color.
I know, right? I was like, I'm wild. I got the color in it.
Rebel.
So then I was like, okay, I went back. I was like, you know what? We want to do something more fun. Let's do something more fun. And she's like, I got you. So this was literally 4 weeks later. That was the colors.
Yes, let's go.
That's what it ended up as. Oh wait,
beautiful.
That's
beautiful.
So the funniest thing about this is, so Brian thinks I'm going to get more purple and blonde and pink, right? So I showed up at the shop, which I promised him I wouldn't show the video, so I'm not going to do it. But I was in my car and I'm like, let's see what Brian thinks of my hair. And I like run inside. He's like on the phone, like he was trying to deal with distributors, all sorts of stuff. He was like all pissed off, whatever. And he turns around expecting to see a pink and purpled hair person, and I'm with this neon green. And he turns around, he's like, no, go back, have them take it out. And I'm like, it doesn't work.
How come we can't see Brian? Damn it, why can't we see the video?
Well, I didn't have enough time really. I'll pull it up, but there's like a whole long part that's unnecessary, but I'll work on him being able to show it. But he was like, no, have them take it out. Have them take it out. No, absolutely not. It was a whole thing. So I went home that day because he was just so mad about my hair, but it was probably other things. And so I was telling my mom, I was like, Mom, I think it looks good though. Da, 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 da. And anyways, so it turned into a really big fight. So the next time I went and did this, where it came from, like, it was a root melt. So it was like blue to lighter green. And it was something more I could do. I could do at home. Like, kind of like I wouldn't have to do it every 4 weeks, because it was like the first time, because I went to this fancy salon, it was like $400.
Yeah.
And I was there like all day long. So then we pulled all the color out because Brian was not happy about it. So we ended with this came out so good. Like I really like this color.
It's a vibe.
Oh wait, I guess we're out of order a little bit, but that's the same one. Then I decided to go pink. And then my friend was graduating Aveda Beauty School, so we put purple extensions in it. Okay.
Oh,
then from there, we went to purple so that we could match the extensions. What was that? And then we cut it all off and went to baby blue. This was during COVID. So this was like at the very beginning of COVID, and we couldn't go anywhere. So I was doing it in her sink, and she was like sitting on the sink itself. Like her son was there. I was like, he was a baby, and I'm like holding him while I'm like bent over in front of the sink.
I like that color though. It's nice.
So we went like, I was like, it's like blue jean blue.
Yep. Yeah.
And then we went along the same line. This is the same. Then we went crazy with the blue. So this one called Blue Muse, I think it was. And like, I love this one. It was so bright. It was so much fun. And so this is basically, this started, I think in like 2017, I started with the colors. So this is from 2017 till now. Then this one is probably like top 2 of my favorite one. And I actually have a swimsuit that's like mahi colored, and so it matched that. So
it's like the mermaid. Oh yes, it's the mermaid. It looks really good.
Then this is the color Ashe was talking about, that how she met me.
Yep.
So
she was magenta when I met her.
Yeah, so it's like more magenta at the top. It was like some like desert color thing. Like every time I'm again back to the orange. Back to the marketers thing. Like they come out with a new color, and I'm like, we could do this. Let's try it. So we went there. Same color. I think that might have been the next time we did more orangey red than this.
That's the day we met.
Yeah. So then we had that color.
That was at the Reawaken tour in Arizona.
That picture's just so cute. That's my friend's daughter. So she always was there with us when we were doing hair. But then we did split dye. This is when Brian and I we went to Michigan a couple times that year with Bill Bailey and stuff. So we did split dye on orange and blonde. So someone was asking about how my hair doesn't fall off. Well, I have very oily, fine hair. So the bleach actually kind of helps my hair a little bit. And you don't really have to bleach the whole thing every time you change colors. You can use the color wheel to offset colors using like orange to orange to green, and green and red, and all these opposite colors. They will kind of cancel each other out, making it so that your hair is more of a
brilliant
blank color. So we didn't have a problem with it until this time. So this time here, the blonde part, we could not get it blonde, and we put so much bleach in it. Like this side of my head has less hair than the other side because we bleached it. Like I am so surprised all this side didn't just fall off. So
was it crunchy?
It was. So you can kind of tell, like you see how short it is, like at the top, like above my eyebrow. That's all that like breaking off. So all the length was like it was horrible. So we kind of stuck with that hair color for a little while so that I didn't lose.
Good hair mask.
I didn't have that then.
Badlandsmedia.tv/all good.
Yes, definitely.
Also tallow based. because we do everything with tallow now.
Yes.
The tallow ladies. Oh my goodness,
that is awesome.
Then we tried to match this. Austin and I. My niece was too young to start. So my niece is the one that does all my hair now, but she wasn't old enough to go to beauty school yet. I think she was like 15. So like when she turned 17, and they moved down here, she actually was one of the youngest people that went to Aveda in this area. I don't know statistics of everywhere, but she went and she graduated. So this was the first time that she had done my hair.
Nice.
And it came out so good with the colors and stuff like that. So we kept it with the split just so that we didn't have to do any more bleach or anything to the side that was almost fried off. Like it was like that close.
Yes.
It was pretty much dead as a doornail.
Oh no.
All right. So then we were going back to green. So this is what we do we color swatch. So the colors are kind of, you probably only have like 12 colors, and then you can go in and, make custom colors like that. So you use like a white background because your hair, ultimately you'd want it to be like as blonde as Abby's hair. That's how blonde you want it.
Yeah.
So that you get an accurate color match. So that's what that was. Then all in different sections with the foil. And then we ended up with, this was, I don't know if anyone watched Brian and my show, the date night show, the first night we did it. I wore that was that night. It was similar to today. So I had to like jump in the chair and like, I'm ready. Then we went blonde.
I love that.
That was Mar-a-Lago, right? You were blonde at Mar-a-Lago.
Well, no, this is actually before that. So we're almost to that blonde time. So this was like 2022.
Okay.
So then I was going to When We Were Young in Vegas. And I was like, I can't have blonde hair at When We Were Young. We need to do something more fun. So we went a little wild. We did like quadrants. So we did green and gray and blue, and it was way too much effort for what you got out of it, but it kind of looked cool first day. Then I was just like, let's do dark blue. That sounds fun. I just basically, when this faded, we threw the blue on top of it. And so then I had dark blue hair for the end of that year. Then we're back at it again. That's her.
Yes.
So basically the bleaching is only on that part of my hair. We only put the bleach on the growth. So that the length doesn't have to get over bleached.
Over fried.
Then there's Mar-a-Lago.
Aww.
Nice.
So
that's a behind the scenes, never before seen picture.
Seen photo.
I love it.
Yep. That's the one that everyone's seen. I was scared to have this color hair with that dress. I didn't want to look like the Grinch. So I went blonde. Then we cut it all off. And then we're back to
the green came again.
And then the green came. So this was the very beginning of this year. And I was like, I am keeping it one color all year. So then we got green. That was the last time. That was on my birthday. And then this is it now.
Yeah.
The colors of the rainbow on my head.
Love it.
So that is what I've got on that.
Dude, I love your whole journey and stuff. Same thing. I'll just do it the roots. Like I just did it like 3 days ago or something. I always look funky right at the beginning, but then as soon as it starts to grow out a little bit, then it looks better. But yeah, after a while, if you do it too much though, on the stuff that's already been bleached, it does get crunchy.
Oh yeah.
I had cut my hair off. I was like, I don't know, maybe it was like a year and a half ago. And now I'm not doing anything to it. I kind of just let it go out, little bleaching, on the top. Way better because it used to be crunchy, like yeah.
Oh no, yeah. But there's a lot of really good products that I've been using. They're not super natural, but the K18 product line that I've been using for the shampoo, and then my problem is any conditioner makes my hair way too heavy. So I've been doing the K18 where it's like a peptide bond builder, and then you do a leave-in on just the ends, and that's really been good for my hair because I get so oily up here. So only putting it on the very ends really helps out with that. And then the humidity in South Florida doesn't help me either, because my hair, instead of getting drier, it gets like stringier.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like the greasy string. It's not greasy, but I know what you mean. Like,
Yeah, like
mine
straggly.
gets frizzy, like bad.
Another thing that I guess I'm lucky for not having frizz. My hair is just this. It dries like this. It stays like this.
I love it.
It's fantastic.
And your husband said that he likes your hair short, but you don't. What did he say? You don't care?
I don't care what
he doesn't care what he thinks.
No, that is not the case. The case is, well, this is actually a good thing. But I told him when we first started dating, I was thinking about dyeing my hair brown. What do you think? He goes, I only date blonde girls. So I dyed my hair brown. And he was like, oh, I love it. It looks great. And he's like, I was thinking about chopping all my hair off. And he's like, I only date girls with long hair. And so I chopped it all off. And he's like, I really like it short. So he doesn't know what he's talking about. So I do what I want to do, and he always ends up liking it. So I care what he thinks, but he also doesn't know that Austin's putting 30-inch extensions in my hair tomorrow either.
Nice.
Ooh.
Mostly for the wedding, because I'm going to be off for.
Are they green?
Things. Yeah, she color matched them. She was actually downstairs color matching them while I ran. This is the shirt she dyed my hair in. The whole back's wet. Like, I didn't even realize until we were live that I was just like, holy crap, I'm just wearing my pajamas on the show.
I mean, I'm right there with you. Basically.
Just before the show.
Yeah, that was probably 15 minutes before you saw my face.
Love it.
So that
naturally, Nikki says that he was using reverse psychology on you.
Oh.
He wanted your hair brown and short.
No, I'm the smart one, not him. Stop.
Whose side are you on, Nikki?
That's why I'm saying it's a good thing, is because he was saying that he likes me no matter what. So that's why I'm saying it's a good thing. But it was just funny that was very wishy-washy about it, and now he has an opinion.
Sure. Awesome. Well, I love it. Can't wait to see what you do next. Which will probably be next year, because you're doing green this whole year, right?
Yes.
Are you doing a different color next year?
I think we're gonna do more blonde with maybe some fun little stuff happening with the blonde, but just to make it so we don't have to bleach the entire root. So maybe more of like a highlight situation, just so that my hair can get a little bit healthier. But I really like the collagen is really doing a lot, and all these things that we like, the mushrooms and all that stuff. Like I've been drinking it every day, and it's all just accumulating, and I feel like I'm just every day I'm stronger and healthier, and stronger nails and stronger hair and the whole thing. So
getnativepath.com/badlands, everyone.
Definitely
do it.
Love it.
Stronger hair and nails and skin and flexibility and all
Joints.
sorts of things.
It will not turn your hair green.
It will not. Unless you want it to.
Yes.
All right. Well,
I'm
Abby,
going to share my niece's in the chat. I'm going to share my niece's Instagram, and then she also works for a salon. So if you're in South Florida, you got to check her out. So I'm going to
in chat.
No, she's not in the chat, but I'm gonna. I sent the link to y'all, so
throw it in and we'll put it on the screen.
Yes. Okay, here I go.
All right, Abby, over to you.
Okay, rock and roll. This is a little like, I don't want to. I'm doing the negative thing first because it's just one of those things I want people to like. It's a little sobering, but it's got such great comparison contrast. So. This is by an account called Le Contemplateur, so probably contemplating. I have never read a text that describes today's society so well. A must read. Welcome to the 21st century, a world where sex is free, but love costs a fortune. Where losing your phone is scarier than losing your values. Where smoking and drinking have become the norm, and choosing not to makes you weird. We live in an era where bathrooms serve as photo studios and churches as registration venues, where a pregnancy is scarier than HIV and pizza arrives faster than an ambulance. It's the century where men fear terrorists more than God, where a person's worth is measured by their clothes, having money, and having money matters more than having friends or even family. 21st century, children disown their parents for virtual loves. Parents, meanwhile, forget to gather the family around the table, too busy with their screens and obligations. Today, no strings attached relationships dominate, and the only real commitment is the one made in front of a camera, swearing eternal love on social media. Love has become a spectacle, a theater play. The most liked photos don't reflect the truth, but the illusion of happiness. Dream vacations, superficial friendships, fragile couples, and broken families. Meanwhile, the soul is neglected, and people prefer to tattoo their bodies rather than heal their minds. Nothing against tattoos, by the way. Liposuction costs more than a diploma. A gym selfie gets more attention than the act of kindness or a study photo. This is our 21st century, a world where you only survive if you play the game of reason, and where you're crushed if you dare to act with your own heart. So this was like the photo here.
Are you saying that's me?
No.
Ms. Green.
No, I don't.
No, I know.
Yeah, after we did your hair thing, I'm like, oh, I hope you don't take this wrong. No, but
You're way hotter than that cartoon.
Yeah, legit. But I really wanted to just read this so people can just think and contemplate about these things, like what is important in your life, what do you consider valuable, and also what is your core values of like what you want to put out to the world, and a lot of stuff in the world is like this. We're in a kind of bad world right now, where like things that aren't of value are put above things that are true value, especially in God's economy. So I know that was a little sobering, but we're going to move on to something cool now. So check this out. Now, I like optical illusions.
Same.
These cubes are not moving. All right, I'm going to play it for you.
Oh, I'm like, they definitely aren't.
So check it out. Okay. Rock and roll music. Okay, isn't that weird? So how I was able to tell, like I think I covered one eye or I squinted or something like that, and you can just see they're flashing. But I think
they're
maybe
flashing
it's
and the arrows are changing.
Yeah.
The arrows are changing.
Concentrate on the
direction.
top right side. On the top right or top left side, just concentrate on that corner and you can see that they aren't moving.
Isn't that so freaking weird? Anyways, I thought that was awesome. Yeah, I think it's just the flashing, and then you're right, just the arrows pointing. But I thought that was pretty sweet. Yeah, watch out for them.
That whole spoiler alert, Cosmos mystery area. The at its core is optical illusion, but it is so freaking real. Like your brain does not cooperate, your body does not cooperate with your brain, or the other way around. Like your eyes are fully freaking deceiving you. It seems so real. And that's not a, on a screen thing. That's like you're in the experience, in the place, and your eyes are freaking lying to you. It's crazy.
Okay.
Really
now,
makes me rethink the brain.
I don't know. So people might not like tarantulas. Okay. But this is just so cute. And I had to play it because I showed it to Brad. And when I showed it to Brad, he's like, oh, why? Get away with it. Like he literally, he like, anyways, it's so funny. So now everybody knows he doesn't like spiders. Maybe do a spider prank next time. But these guys have claws. Look at this.
They have claws.
What
are those?
I get quiet when there's no one else around.
Did they help him grip?
New fear just unlocked.
It's like a cat.
Look at me that way. I don't need reminders of how you don't feel the same.
Oh, you can put a bow on it. That makes me
Brad's reaction. No.
Nope.
The tarantulas can come to my house. I'll have a sanctuary for them.
I knew it. I knew it.
So, Christy,
I knew it.
So you like tarantulas? You can handle. See, I had a rat.
Okay, so
and
I wouldn't
like snakes and spiders. No.
it. I wouldn't want to, but like they're cute. Like if someone had one, I'd want to hold it.
Yes.
But I don't know if I'd want it as a pet because I feel like the only thing I think of when I think of tarantulas is Home Alone.
Yes. And the spider in the sky.
Yes. So like I don't want them because of that, but like their little paw feet were really cute. Same with birds. I like birds. I like videos of birds, but I will never, ever, ever buy a bird. That is not a pet for me.
Hate birds.
There's a butterfly garden here in Colorado, and they have a pet tarantula there. That's like a big deal, right? It's like a famous tarantula that you go and see. And I took Joshua there. Josh is my middle one. He was probably like 8. And I mean, this is a kid that like I was sitting in the living room one time and he goes, "Mom, look." And I turned sideways and he's in my living room holding a snake from the yard that he had just like brought in and is like shoving him. "Look how cool, Mom," in my face. And he was all over that tarantula. And they like, you know how they kind of force you to
love it.
Yeah. I did not enjoy it. I did not know that it had claws at the time I held it. And that would have been another argument against me actually having to hold it had I known that at the time.
Yeah, no thanks. Hard pass.
Or All
right, now this one's really, really cool. I found it this morning. I told Brad I was freaking out. I told my parents because I'm like, this is the coolest thing. I was doing a little dig and like got me along to, you know, how I look into frequencies and stuff. So this just blew my mind. I will play the video. It'll explain it for me.
Hey, science lovers, it's Becky with Lab Rat Academy, and I'm out here hiking in the woods at first light. That means the sun has not quite come over the horizon just yet, but as I'm doing my hiking, I'm noticing that there's a lot of birds singing out here. And that reminded me of a fascinating study that scientists are doing on the relationship between plants and birds. Now, the science is saying that when the plants are in need of being able to take in the carbon dioxide to be able to do photosynthesis, they have these tiny little holes on the underside of their leaves called stomata. And those stomata have these 2 little guard cells that open or close depending on if they want to take the carbon dioxide in. Now, during the day, they need those stomata open so they can take in carbon dioxide, and during the night, they close it to reduce the amount of water that gets lost during the night. But scientists are noticing that the birds that sing in the morning actually are the cause of those stomata to open up. The vibration of the songs of those birds open up the stomata to be able to allow the carbon dioxide to come in for the purpose of photosynthesis. As I hike along the trail here and the sun continues to climb, I'm noticing that even more birds are singing, and that is helping these plants open up their stomata to take in oxygen to be able to do photosynthesis. Wow, science is so
amazing. But isn't it wild though? So like, it's the vibration that causes that thing to open up to take in the carbon dioxide. Like, whoa. And so I know a lot of people will like play music to their plants, let's say, you know, classical, and they do end up growing a lot better. Is that why? Is it just the vibrations? But blew my mind. And it just shows how things, what's the word when things work with each other?
Synthesis.
Harmonize.
Yeah. Well, there's a word, but it's okay. Yeah. Like how, it's all connected. Yeah. And it's just so amazing to, I don't know. I'm such a freak for frequencies and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, cool science experiment.
Yeah.
I think it would be like, you know, when you're a kid and you do like the science fair experiment, I wonder if it's like something you could visually see or if it's like at the cellular level. Because if you could see it happening, like that would be the coolest like science experiment ever.
Yeah, that would be.
Symbiosis, the word you were looking for?
Symbiosis?
Symbiotic. Thank you. That's it. It's the symbiotic relationship. That's what.
Plague.
Thank you.
Answer.
Yeah. The mind is a terrible thing to lose. Okay. Now I have one more thing.
Well, hang on a second. I want to say something about that last video because she says, you know, science is amazing. At the end, we're talking about such an intricate design at that point that when we're talking about the birds, the vibration of the bird's song in the morning is what causes the plants to open its little window thingies that it needs to do the natural process. That's such an interconnected system that is designed, right? It's not, there's no big bang that led to that. That's bullshit. We have a designer of this world, and examples like that are, explain how that's an accident.
And then think about in cities. Well, I guess there's lots of birds in cities, but like there's less plants, I guess, too. But I guess there's other vibrations. So we'd have to do a study, but it's just really interesting to me that they need to have that sound to open I think it's called the stomata. And then that can take in the carbon dioxide, which is what we breathe, everybody freaks out about our carbon footprint and all this stuff. It's like, no, it's all
Carbon
great,
monster.
guys. Everything is supposed to work like a wonderful, like a well-oiled machine. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's almost like the opposite of science. Like, how awesome is science? No, how awesome is the world that we live in without modification?
Yes. Okay.
No, we need to block out the sun to stop climate change. And we need to spray heavy metal oxides and sulfates all over the earth to deflect sun rays or some shit. I don't even know what they're doing. It's so stupid.
We got to stop it. Like, it's crazy because it's still going on. Like, and it's not something like, oh, Trump got to office and people getting upset that it's not stopping. I'm like, you guys understand this is like a global agenda. Like, and these are private entities. They're not government funded. Like, I mean, some of them are, but yeah, it's freaking nuts. Even here in Alaska, we'll see them spray the skies. But down south, every time I go down, like, just you guys are blanketed. It's just crazy.
Yep, we are.
But, okay. Yep. I'm going to end with something fun. I've been going down.
Excited about
so
that.
I was going to say.
You've been going down where?
I've been going down a pie hole.
Down to Chinatown.
Going down the pie hole.
That's a nice one.
Idiom of next week. Nonsense.
The rabbit hole
Origin,
pie.
Abbey.
Oh, God. Okay. But I have been trying to make a really good blueberry pie. And I have been using pre-made crust, guys. So I didn't make crust, although I could. My mom has a recipe that I could, but I've been just trying to master the blueberry pie. So this last one I did, I think turned out okay. Here's a quick little video of it. So this is my second try at homemade blueberry pie. And it looks a lot better in the middle. It's firmer. So I'm pretty excited to see what it tastes like.
Love it.
It's gorgeous.
Okay. So that one actually, the consistency was good, right? So I'm going to do another, I'm making more pies still. I'm going to. So the consistency was good, but I think I just needed a little bit more lemon juice. So for everybody, hold on. See, can I share this tab? Okay. I just made it. I made the recipe here.
With the flavor,
you guys,
you needed more lemon juice? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So basically, this is all I do, guys. I'll just read it real quick. So this is what you need total: 5 cups blueberries, 1 tablespoon lemon, and I say plus a splash because that's kind of what I think that I needed more lemon for this last one. We'll get to that. 2 tablespoons milk, 1 cup sugar, 2 to 4 tablespoons flour. You're going to play around with that. And then a pre-made pie crust. So all I do is I put 2 cups of blueberries and the sugar and the milk and the lemon juice into a pot. And I stir that around till it gets mixed. And then you heat it up until it gets to a nice liquid. And then if it's too dry, you can add a little bit more milk. That's what I was doing. Like, it's kind of like one of those things because each time even the blueberries are different and stuff. But you just kind of do it until you get it to this kind of liquidy feel, and then it starts to bubble when it starts to boil. Then you add the flour, and that's like your thickening agent, right? I'm going to mess around with it because this last time I did 4 tablespoons, and it was too much, I think. So it's between the 2 and 4. Mixed it up, started boiling, started getting thick. And then I poured it in a bowl that had the rest of the frozen blueberries. I just mixed that together, put it in the pie. And then, of course, I did do the lattice, and you can cut it. I have this like tool. I don't know. Brad had it.
Your top lattice crust is gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, it's still, again, this was just the pre-made crust. So I, rolled it out and did that. But yeah, I was very happy with myself. And this is actually the second blueberry pie I've ever made. I've never made blueberry pies. I made a bunch of other pies, but not blueberry. So anyways, so that's the recipe if you guys want to try. I'm trying to get into the season. And I told Brad, because I was like, oh, make pumpkin pie. He's like, I don't really like pumpkin pie. What? Like, I mean, I wasn't bad, but in my mind, I was like,
in your mind, you were getting divorced.
How dare
Yeah,
like how have I been living with this person? We did all though agree that we like pumpkin or pecan pie over pumpkin pie. So, but there is
we
like
all agreed.
I thought everyone decided pecan. I'm pretty sure you said pecan. I
pecan
said
is dang good.
I think we're debating and we win.
Changing her mind now.
Yeah,
I don't remember agreeing to this. I feel like I need to hear the arguments again.
I think you said both.
I think it was.
I think you always fall on the both.
Yeah, you were in the both camp for all of them. Yeah, it was like a this or that thing that Christy did with all of.
I refuse to pick between pecan and pumpkin. Pecan and pumpkin pie. But if I'm choosing a pie for my favorite pie, it's going to be either blueberry or cherry. So
yes, I remember Brian's spelling.
Always
PECAN. It's pecan. I remember we talked about that. Pecan.
They are pecans. Yes. Love it.
All right, yeah, that's all I
screen
had,
grabbed
guys.
the recipe.
Go have fun, make some pies if you can, but don't go down the pie hole.
Yeah, make some pies.
I literally wrote that up just like last minute, so this was not an official recipe thing. This was like
you are editing your recipe right now. No, that's not what it should say. If it was supposed to say that, that's what she would have written.
Exactly.
Have you guys ever seen the videos where a guy puts through Google Translate a recipe like 100 times and then tries to make it based off of? I'll have to pull those videos for you and show you.
Does it turn out bad?
It's horrible. It's like put a whole chicken in a bowl and like crazy stuff. You'll be making like a cornbread or something. I have to find the videos for you. I wonder if I can do it.
That sounds so great.
All right. Well, while you're looking for those videos, here's what everybody is going to do. We're going to do our neck and back health exercises. We're going to make a list before we go to the grocery store, and we're going to stick within a budget. We're going to make pie or some sort of baked good, and we're going to consider dyeing our hair green. I think.
Yes,
maybe.
Don't be scared to have crazy colors, even if your significant other tells you you can't or you shouldn't.
I had pink hair once,
so. Well, we need pictures.
I do like the pink and the peach when I do, like dye my hair now. I really like those colors, and Brad does too. But I've also done the purple, and it was like a darker purple. And then when it faded to like this cool, like ashy purple, and that was pretty cool too. So
well, you can get color depositing shampoo that you can do it at home. You buy it on. It's a little bit expensive. It's like $26, but they have them for toning your hair too. So if your blonde is looking a little orangey, they have a toning one that you can use. So I found a video. I haven't vetted this one completely, but this is supposed to be Google Translate makes the perfect cheesecake. So let's see.
And then we're also going to do our pugums. We're also going to do our photo pose, and the singlet, the wrestling singlet, is not required.
Not required. Bonus points if you do.
Yeah, you definitely get bonus points if you wear the wrestling singlet.
All right, I sent it over to the screen share land.
Oh.
This guy's hilarious too, by the way.
I found the perfect cheesecake recipe. I'm reading my script, okay? So yesterday I found a recipe that claims to be the perfect cheesecake. So I decided to run all the directions and ingredients through Google Translate, translate it into a different language, back into English, into a different language, back into English. So now Google Translate's gonna make me a mess and a perfect cheesecake. Step 1, Preheat oven 350 up to snow. Up to snow? Going the wrong way if you're wanting snow. Step 2. It puts crumb elbows and push it underneath this heavy matter. It puts crumb elbows? Is that like it puts the lotion on the skin thing? I got caught to the drawer. Oh, I was supposed to use my elbows. There we go. Come here. Thank God for the power of editing, okay? It's been 20 minutes. How much crumb do I put on my elbows? It puts crumb elbows and pushes underneath this heavy matter. This is obviously a sensitive subject. All of it sounds good. Stir together sugar smooth until cheese helps. Stir together sugar smooth until cheese helps. Waiting on me. Jump in anytime. I know from personal experience you can't make cheesecake crust without butter, okay? Happy to see you too, Butter. So Brandon, what do you do for a living? Oh, me? I'm a baker of sorts. I'm right elbowed, okay? Left-handed, but right elbowed. You're literally the worst. My elbows have never felt so buttery. Step 4, step to keep the air away from the batter. Get out there. This is the crust, not the batter. Okay. Step, I don't remember what we're on. Eggs obliterate mixed vegetables. Obliterate?
Using your obliterator.
Now do what now? Eggs obliterate. How many? It don't say. Don't worry, we only use organic eggs. Were you worried?
Oh my God.
You're a disgrace to this family. I know.
Oh my God.
Oh. Obliterated. Was that worth it? I don't think so. One egg survived. I don't think so. Not in here. Brandon, why don't you ever do those Google Translate videos anymore? Okay. Obliterated, correct? We can both agree? Step 16, mixing. Do not use it quickly or humble. Okay. I do what now? Where's my phone? Mixing. Do not use it quickly or humble. I'm the greatest mixer in the world! Google, I'll give you one chance to stop now and we make a delicious, delicious omelet, okay? Step 4, to avoid agglomeration. To avoid how do I avoid this word? To avoid that big word, as with the cream cheese. Oh yeah, we're avoiding the cream cheese. And it's agglomeration. Can't make a cheesecake without cream cheese.
Oh no. I mean, that's still
Put the cake pan on the cake. I've had the mix on the cake pan
all
the whole
in
time.
that.
Oh yeah, that's a cheesecake.
No.
Command, if desires, carefully remove it from the oven and form a protective film from the heat of harvest. Oh, it desires. Wait, from the oven? I gotta put it in the oven first so I can pull it out because it desires. And then do what with it if I desire? Form a protective film from the heat of the harvest. Are we about to reap a harvest? Got caught to the door again. I'm so embarrassed. I'm trying to protect you. Pour the contents to the skin. You're kidding me. Satisfied, you prevert. Cover back up with the protective film. I don't know when the harvest is coming. Hashtag marked safe from the harvest. Add the cheesecake in the oven. 20 minutes to the cooking is. And then to add the protectant is said to be. Siri, 20 minutes to the cooking is.
Did you accidentally summon me?
No, I did it on purpose. Siri, 20 minutes to cooking is.
Seems like I cut you off. Can you please repeat that?
20 minutes is to cooking is. Isn't it?
Here's what I found on the web.
20 minutes is cooking is.
You were saying?
20 minutes of cooking, isn't it?
Your timer is set for 20 minutes.
You understood that? Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're gonna do great. Now we wait 20 minutes to cooking is in is it. How could you? Yeah, it was pretty easy actually.
I don't know. Do we want to watch the end of it or do we get
Yes, I'm invested now.
Okay, we're invested.
Yeah.
Aluminum foil to protect the skin disease. 10 minutes or longer for bake. Siri, 10 minutes or longer for bake.
Here's what I found on the web for 20
I got tinfoil all over me, woman. 10
I
minutes.
don't understand.
I'll just count down from 10 minutes.
Timer is set for 10 minutes.
You understood that? By installing a digital thermometer at home, reading between 170 and 165. 100 is fine. 100 is fine, but is 100 cooked? I'm not cutting corners here, Google. The charger does not seem to be centered. Nice catch, Google. Remove from the hole. It's called an oven, Google. And shelf of a cool cheesecake. It is one shelf of a cool cheesecake. If the cake is cold and sweaty, throw it away. If throw it away is not the next step, I'm not eating it. And the last step, cover it until you are ready. I'm never ready to eat sweaty cheesecake.
Oh no.
Well, that's it. This is the perfect cheesecake.
No. No.
It's just a mouthful of raw egg. Yum. I think I'll have seconds, said the trash can. What do y'all want to see Google Translate do next? That really hurt.
That was great. That was
Definitely
awesome.
right.
I can't get over the eggshells. I can't. I probably, if you had like cooked that thing, and I probably could have eaten it. You know, you throw a bunch of salsa on that, and probably taste something like some sort of breakfast
Breaded
savory
omelet,
quiche type of thing. But the eggshells, I can't get past.
They're good for you.
That was great.
Supposedly.
All right, everybody. Well, that's the show that we have for you today. And thank you so much for joining us. Please smash the thumb. We have a few Rumble rants. $1 from Denise and 2. I just got my order of Native Path delivered today, and I'm so excited to start using it. Ashe, I have the issue with my nails, and I've also lost a lot of thickness in my hair. Native Path, getnativepath.com/Badlands, I think.
Yes.
Is that right? Right. So definitely get your collagen because it's amazing. And as Christy said, it doesn't clump. It's absolutely clump free. So it's freaking awesome. Speckled Boots says, read labels when you shop. You'll be amazed at what you will leave in the store. That's true. That is true. And then ZBM says, just a suggestion. It would be cool to have like cheap and healthy meal ideas for families on budgets, like a list of ingredients and the prices. I know some families would appreciate it. Love you, gals. Yeah, we can do that from time to time. I will say that Shipwreck does that over on her Substack. She has, I forget what she calls her Substack.
Anchored and Fed. I think.
Anchored and Fed. Yeah, thank you. So definitely check her Substack out because she's doing that type of content all the time. She's really good at it. She's very trad, very kitchen accomplished.
Yes.
Intimidating, to be honest.
Almost as good as that guy. What
We
was his
gotta
name?
have her
Brandon?
on.
Yeah, she's better than Brandon.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for the Rumble rants. We appreciate you. Smash thumb. And what else? Oh, we'll be back. So tonight on Badlands, we have the Book of Trump. Then Abby and I will be back for Culture of Change, followed by Baseless Conspiracies. So make sure that you are tuned into Badlands this evening. And tomorrow you have Brad and Abby live. I have book club right before that, which I think is going to be recorded because Brian's doing stuff. And it's still gonna be awesome because the book is getting really good. In Fourth Turning, we're getting to the point where we all entered the chat, right? Like our generations have entered the timeline, which makes it even more interesting. So tune in to that. That's at 6, and then Brad and Abby is at 7:30. Is that right?
Yes. Yep.
Followed by Story Hour.
Yep,
Don't know what the
Story
movie
Hour.
is. Does anyone know what the movie is?
No, but it should be good.
Story Hour for a surprise movie, which is then followed by DEFCON 0. So lots of great stuff coming up on Badlands. Smash the thumbs up for us. Helps us out quite a bit. We really do appreciate it if you hit the like button wherever you're watching us. And anything else, ladies?
Cam's going to be on tonight with Ghost to talk about
Oh,
Dennis
nice.
Rodman.
Interesting. That'll be fun.
Ghost loves Dennis Rodman. Does Cam also love Dennis Rodman?
He, I guess, does.
Okay.
His aunt. I mean,
better content if one of them didn't love Dennis Rodman.
I know. I think they both do. I think his aunt went to school at the same time that Dennis Rodman did.
Oh.
So like, there's I think that it's Scottie Pippen.
Connection.
It's Scottie Pippen. I'm wrong. It's
Oh.
not Dennis Rodman. It's Scottie Pippen.
Well,
But
Cam just
yeah.
said he is discussing Dennis
Yes. Yeah. They're talking Dennis Rodman, but the aunt connection.
Is
the Scottie Pippen thing. Yes.
Got it. All right. So tune in to Book of Trump for sure for basketball player trivia. And probably North Korea.
Yes, that's
other things.
Denise Santu says this is one of my absolute favorite shows you guys have ever done. Well, thank you very much.
Aw,
We appreciate it. I feel like we should probably get out of here before we ruin it then. So tune in next Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be back here with all sorts of shenanigans. You know, you can never just shenan. You must shenan again. And with that, we will get out of here. Bye, guys.